In American politics, winning a seat in the United States Congress is viewed as the ultimate achievement in public service. It offers immense legislative power, national prestige, VIP access, and a spotlight on the world stage. Media commentary routinely points to the official taxpayer-funded salary, $174,000 per year, for rank-and-file members of the House and Senate. To the average citizen, earning a national median income of roughly $59,000, a $174,000 salary sounds like an enviable financial package that guarantees upper-class comfort and financial security. But if you step past the press conferences and audit the actual checking accounts of middle-class lawmakers, a bizarre reality emerges. Dozens of elected representatives literally sleep on cots inside their Capitol Hill offices. Others share cramped three-bedroom apartments with multiple roommates into their 50s and 60s. Why are lawmakers who command nuclear arsenals and trillion-dollar budgets living like college roommates in Washington, D.C. because a congressional salary is hit by a unique legal requirement? Lawmakers are required by law to maintain two separate primary residences, one in their expensive home district and another in one of the most inflated real estate markets in America. Today, we are running a strict financial audit on the Capitol Hill balance sheet. We will strip away the political myths, break down the strict rules governing official allowances versus personal funds, calculate the brutal cost of maintaining two households, expose unreimbursed party dues, and reveal what a middle-class member of Congress actually takes home. Let's find out. To understand why $174,000 breaks down so quickly, we have to examine the legal reality of congressional residency. Constitutionally and legally, a member of Congress must remain a resident of the state and district they represent. That means keeping their primary home, mortgage, property taxes, and family living expenses intact back home. At the exact same time, they are required to spend 100 to 140 days a year in Washington, D.C. for votes and committee hearings. That requires securing a second residence in Washington, D.C., a city where median rent for a modest one-bedroom apartment near the Capitol routinely runs $2,800 to $3,500 a month. Here is where the biggest public misconception lies: the MRA myth. Citizens often assume taxpayers pay for a lawmaker's housing, food, and daily living costs. They point to the member's representational allowance, an official budget of roughly $1.5 million per office. But federal law strictly prohibits using a single penny of the MRA for personal living expenses. The MRA can only pay for official staff salaries, district office leases, official mailings, and travel, making matters tighter. Congressional pay has been frozen by Congress itself since 2009. Due to political pressure against voting for their own pay raises, lawmakers have kept their base salary capped at $174,000 for over 15 years, resulting in a cumulative real purchasing power drop of over 32% due to inflation. While recent administrative policy updates allow members to claim partial lodging reimbursements on official session days, these per diem caps rarely cover full monthly lease commitments, forcing lawmakers to fund their secondary D.C. households out of post-tax personal income. So you're maintaining two households on a salary frozen since 2009, and the office budget can't help you. But that's just the cost of being in Washington. Now let's look at what comes out of the paycheck itself, and the hidden political costs of staying in office. Now let's follow a lawmaker's paycheck down the withholding line. On a $174,000 gross salary, federal income taxes take an immediate bite. Furthermore, members pay state income taxes to their home state, meaning a representative from California, New York, or Minnesota faces top-tier state tax brackets on top of federal rates. Then comes the retirement withholding. Contrary to the viral internet myth that politicians get full pay for life after one term, modern members elected after 2012 participate in the FERS pension system. They are legally mandated to pay 4.4% of their gross salary into the pension fund out of pocket, and they only qualify for a partial pension after 5 years of service, with full benefits deferred until age 62. Next comes the hidden cost of staying in office: political party dues and unreimbursed campaign expenses. Both major political parties hit lawmakers with mandatory party dues or fundraising targets for campaign committees like the DCCC or NRCC. While campaign committees handle official election funds, members face significant personal travel, lodging, and networking expenses during campaign cycles that cannot be billed to official office accounts. To prevent conflicts of interest, congressional ethics rules strictly cap outside earned income at 15% of base salary, roughly $26,000, while banning paid speeches, corporate board seats, and consulting fees. Unless a lawmaker entered office already wealthy, their $174,000 salary is their sole source of financial support. This financial dynamic creates a deep, invisible divide in Congress, the wealth gap in the rotunda. Over 50% of members of Congress are multimillionaires, individuals who accumulated fortunes as executives, real estate developers, or attorneys before taking office. For them, a $174,000 salary is pocket change, easily absorbed alongside private investment income. But for working class or middle class citizens who win election, former teachers, local union leaders, military veterans, or small business owners, the dual household financial strain is immediate and overwhelming. This economic squeeze drives what political scientists call the K Street revolving door. When middle-class lawmakers face endless 70-hour work weeks, dual rent payments, constant campaign stress, and stagnant pay, many choose to resign after a few terms. They step across the street into private lobbying or corporate consulting firms, where their institutional knowledge commands starting salaries of $1 million to $2 million a year. The result is a system that inadvertently disincentivizes middle-class citizens from staying in public service, favoring those who enter office already wealthy, or those willing to leave for private sector advocacy. To reveal the raw economic reality of a rank-and-file lawmaker, let's run a real-world annual balance sheet for a mid-tier member of Congress, maintaining a primary residence in a medium-cost home district while renting in Washington, D.C. We start with the official base salary of $174,000. First, federal income taxes deduct $38,280. State income taxes from their home district remove $8,700. FICA and Medicare payroll taxes claim $13,311. Next, mandatory deductions and housing strike. The required 4.4% FERS pension contribution takes $7,656. A modest one-bedroom apartment near Capitol Hill at $2,900 a month consumes $34,800. D.C. utilities, parking, and daily commuting expenses deduct $4,800. Finally, we deduct career and dual household overhead. Unreimbursed political travel, events, and required formal wardrobe take $6,500. Specialized dual state tax CPA fees remove $3,500. Maintaining their primary home back in their district allocates roughly $18,000. The final result? Out of a headline-grabbing $174,000 salary, the lawmaker's actual spendable post-tax liquid cash flow is $38,453 a year, or $3,204 a month. When you divide that liquid return by the 3,600 total hours logged across congressional duties, committee work, constituent meetings, and campaign travel, their effective liquid compensation drops to $10.68 an hour. Serving in Congress is an extraordinary privilege with massive policy influence, but the idea that a $174,000 salary creates effortless personal wealth is a fundamental myth. Between dual household real estate demands, fixed pension withholdings, and frozen pay scales, the financial burden of federal service heavily favors the already wealthy, shaping who gets to govern America. Should congressional pay be adjusted to allow middle-class citizens to serve, or should the frozen pay cap remain? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and next time, we're auditing what truck drivers really make after fuel costs and time away from home. Subscribe so you don't miss it.